Hey record nerds of the internet, you might recognize this record from my previous video about how MoFi is going to make us question anything that says something like this. Mastered from the original analog tapes. And I said, now we have to wonder about Tone Poet releases. Turns out we don't have to wonder because Joe Harley, the producer, responded to that last video. And guess what? He brought receipts. Let's talk about it.
6 in the morning.
Hey kids, do you like records? Do you like this record? Or 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 this record? Do you like that one? What about that one? Well, I like them too. And I think everyone is a little concerned about words like this now, as I was. And it turns out that Tone Poet is doing the work and keeping the receipts. Hear that, MoFi? They're being transparent. So, Joe Harley responded to my last video, and he said this. And I guess I'm going to have to follow him on Instagram because I didn't know that that existed. But that is fantastic that we have people out there really doing work. And not only that, it's like these things are, what, like 35 to 45, depending on where you buy them from, dollars, US dollars. If you're in someplace else, they're going to be probably more expensive. My apologies to you. I feel like if MoFi were selling their records for that price, I think they wouldn't have as much of a headache going on right now. I think if MoFi had been obviously transparent about them being digital and then charged less money, like, you know, $45. And I mean, for $45, you're getting an all analog from beginning to end product. Whereas with those one steps that you're paying $100, $125 for, people are obviously going to be mad about that. It does not seem, and I get it that, hey, MoFi, the records sound great. I agree. A lot of those records sound fantastic. I kind of don't care that they came from digital. What I care about is them implying that they came from an all analog source. And that's what you're paying for. When in reality, you're paying for their secret sauce and whatever they're doing on, you know, their licensing and all that stuff. So, I mean, if more labels were doing it like Blue Note, then the world would be a lot better place. I mean, and MoFi, I don't want to talk about MoFi anymore. Aren't we all sick of MoFi? We'll see what happens to MoFi. It's going to be an interesting couple of months for MoFi. But guess what? Get down to your local record store, pick up some of these Tone Poet releases because almost all of them are sourced from the original master tape all the way through. So props to them for doing that. Props to them for their price point. Props to them for not putting some weird strip across here saying Tone Poet blah blah blah. You know, they're really doing great work and they're keeping the flame alive and doing great stuff. So Joe, my apologies that I brought your label into this, but at this point we have to question everything, unfortunately. Have a good day.